Okay. Let us continue our adventure. Da. Also want to quit that. There we go. Okay. What does he have there? Your lantern. Scared lamp, the finless one, has kept his promise. My people tell me the many deeds you performed in the name of aiding the cups, and now you come to me bearing the light we'd almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival is the will of the ancients. Time we for fear has passed. We shall take the lamp, unveil its austere illumination upon the walls of the forgotten. Gather there with your companions, and we shall speak again once our prayers have been offered.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
You weren't there for that entire quest line? I thought you were always watching.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal? It was Lamit's, then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them.
You weren't there when she had final words for you.
I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you. About the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland. Despite his many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
Are you How are you feeling?
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes. Impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
Chieftain has bid me guide you to the illuminated land. Come, the way lies downwards. Follow the path of coral and rock and join your comrades below. Emit self. Ah, fuck. Excuse you. Oh, I need a carbuncle. There we go. Him itself hath made himself difficult to reach, yet every step we take bringeth us nearer to his stronghold. Let us not linger, lest the Exarch suffer for our late arrival. Everything you need? If that artisan fellow is as skilled as they say, then you may wish to avail yourself of his services ere we pass on. Meeting the Ondo was fascinating. They live just like us in some ways, but act completely different in others. The way they think, the way they play. I'd love to come back here and learn more about their culture. Will the dome last that long, I wonder? During the time I spent helping the Ondo, I've been introduced to quite a few local varieties of sea life. Although sea monsters is mayhap a more apt term, probably best to avoid them if we can. We're on our way at last. Seems far darker down here, but I'll not start a few shadows. We are moving as a group, yes? Emmett Selk is in that trench, then we'll have to assume he's not swimming in salt water. I wouldn't want to suddenly find ourselves at the edge of Bismarck's bubble with no air to breathe. Well gathered, yes. I shall describe the path you must take. Enter the cavern beyond, and follow the wall down, down. Once at the bottom, find a passage to the northwest, and then continue west and west and west. The way is not simple. Keep your friends within shouting distance, and do not stray into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you will find the Caliban Gap in the and the barrier we placed at its mouth. This obstacle will fade should you raise a hand towards it. We have made it so. Most succinct explanation. Thank you for your guidance. Right, into the depths we go. Rocks and coral bunch up by the cavern walls like a staircase of sorts. Be careful, you wouldn't want to slip from up here. Oh, wouldn't I? Yeah, we're fine. I'm at 1 HP. I'd wait that these bursts of water could carry you clear to the top again. Not that I'm eager to try it. The guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and thence to the west. Yet 'twould seem these twisting tunnels defy such simple instruction. Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout with care and relay the path ahead to those who come behind. Stola is forged ahead, so we continue on our own advance. Rough drops off sharply here, but I should think this coral thick enough to serve as a bridge. Oh. Ah, you have a choice of two routes from here. You can either take the long way to the south along the rocks, or skip along this coral branch, as Alice has done. I, for one, shall be following my sister's example. Not to it! Alice has already gone ahead. We should catch up to her. Come on. Think I found this tunnel we're looking for. This must be the berry the Ondo spoke of. There was a rather more arduous than I expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude. It was a treacherous path indeed. Now I believe one of us needs but raise a hand to banish this obstacle. I elect you to do the honors. Go on, just like that. I suppose we should head in. Like as not, this tunnel will be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay away of our surroundings, shall we? Oh my god. Will you all stop? Stop! I just want to talk with my friends. Shit. Oh my god, I have to walk all the way back here. Oh, it's gonna be so long. Okay. First off, Edgar. For the love of God, you should have been tanking some of that. Also, before I forget, there. I love how my friends all just sat there and watched pufferfish kill me. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Can I jump down from here? Can I jump down from here? No, I have to go back into the town. Okay, which way do I go? It was like down... Right? Down here. Okay, yeah. This way. Ooh, orb. I guess it's not an entirely bad thing. Ignore me. No! Okay. Ah, you stupid ass fish. There we go. Nope. Hey, let me talk to my friends. Very long drop. Please, no heroic jumps over the edge. I don't think my heart could take it. Hey, I don't want to chance that leap. Hugging the northern wall on the way down seems a wiser proposition. You're right, Thancred. Yeet! Wait. Yeet! Okay. I guess I'll be safe. I guess. I hate these pufferfish. Where their footfalls, my friend, our road taketh ever onwards unto ever deeper darkness.
By the gods.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
Hang on, that's my... Yes, I know, I'm supposed to be getting up right now. I am up, phone, thank you. Okay. One cannot blame the Ondo for fleeing the spectacle of these brooding edifices. We, however, have not the luxury of fear. Emmett Selk holds that the X are captive somewhere within this vast city, yet even if we must search every alleyway, we will find them. When the chieftain spoke of light shining from the abyss, this is not all what I imagined. Why would Emmett Selk do this? You'd think all those tall, dark buildings would be frightening, but for some reason they just make me feel sad. It's big, I'll grant you, but cluttered city streets are far more conducive to infiltration than wide open spaces. It'll work to our advantage, trust me. Did you note the style of architecture? It is the same used for the remnants of the cups and the murals painted towers. Look closely. Emmett Selk has not simply reclaimed these ruins, he has layered the semblance of an entire city upon them. Gods, the magnitude of his artifice is staggering, though it pains me to admit we did not fully understand the feats of which an old world Ascian is capable. It's intimidating, yes. We have to start somewhere. Why don't we have a closer look towards the tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. Orb. Akora Heights. This all feels very New Capenna. Oh, besides these doors, now I know how pixies must feel. Welcome to the city of Amarat. Will you be riding the lift? The building just welcome you. Mayhap it's not so passing strange. Did Emmett Selk not invite missing to his abode? 'Tis plain thy coming was expected. Where will this lift be taking us? Lift services every level of Akora Heights, but is presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yalms of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. With the emphasis on we, I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. Ground floor, now. As you wish, the lift will arrive shortly. Facilities include the Bureau of the Administrator, Bureau of the Architect, and the Capital. Mine eyes do not deceive. We stand in some manner of communal square. I can't believe how tall everything is. Seems peaceful enough, he said, tempting fate. Each of these towers seems a veritable city in itself. Even a Gigas would feel inadequate in such surroundings. Just a moment, I thought I saw something. It's only this instance you start to realize how big the buildings truly are. What do they call the city? Amarat? Look, over there. Is that a person? My mistake. It's a giant. Doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Giant or no, a resident of this place may have much more to tell us. I say we make the first move. Alphino, you can't just... Pray excuse my boldness. Might I ask you a few questions? What adorable costumes. Are you children on an excursion? This district has much to teach you. How odd. That sounded like no language I've ever heard, yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. And which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand in the Polyrate district, wherein lie the institutions most vital to the management of our star. Can you tell us where to find Emmett Selk? I see, you've come to marvel at the workings of the Convocation of 14. Convocation of 14. Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. Thus, you must understand getting an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now before your families begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We'll be fine. Very well. Take care, little ones. What was that all about? To my eyes, these people appear as arcane entities. I suspect Emmett Selk wove them from ether, much as he reconstructed the rest of the city. The final days. Such words well befit the oblivion described to us by our Asian foe. A catastrophic unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiark and thence Heidelin herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? That man spoke as if they were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Unless for these people the distant past is the here and now. I believe thou hast the right of it, Master Alphino. This ethereal Almarat and its residents appear to be phantoms of a different age. Emmett Selk hath resurrected a memory, a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So we found ourselves in a long-destroyed city inhabited by long-departed, an unusual situation to be sure, but at least we're able to parley with these ancients. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage. Split up, strike up some conversations, and see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. And while we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this Convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. To mingling, then. Let's meet back here with our jaws when our jaws start aching. Good gracious, child, where's your family? You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home, quickly now. Have you not heard? Though yet confined to the lands across the sea, the terrible phenomenon afflicts our star. They're calling it the final days. 'Tis said it starts suddenly, a cacophonous keening from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of our creation magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and given substance. And an eternal fall of fiery rain, an incessant spawning of nightmarish beasts. None can point to the source of the phenomenon. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill, as if a force inimical to life now festers and spreads. 'Tis only a matter of time till Amarat too rounds to that discordant squall. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. Actually, this was probably better. Oh! There is an aetheryte down here. I didn't realize there was another one. Cool, that makes sense. An audience and itself. I'm afraid you have the wrong office, little one. And besides, you'll be far too busy with to field the questions of curious children. Surely you have been told the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to the convocation must be spent upon ensuring the world survives. They have yet to make an official announcement, but it said the 14 are moving towards the plan of scarce credible proportions, one which promises to grant will to the very star itself. They will invoke our mightiest spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing, They will invoke our mightiest of spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. 'Tis a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. I thus say to you again, do not hold out hope for an audience. Oh, and that explains why there's an aetheryte in... Okay. The Ondo thing. That's why the Ondo also have an aetheryte. It wasn't... They didn't make it. It was one of these old aetherytes. I was like, weird that it's the same design as the Ondo. And I'm like, actually, wait, no, that makes sense. I'm gonna be too young to take an interest in the rhetorical arts. Welcome, little one, welcome. Twould seem the hall is host to a most precocious visitor today. And what, pray tell, shall be the subject of our discussion, young one? Ah, the convocation and their handling of the coming peril. 'Tis only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As we know, the 14 are the wisest and most puissant, I think that's how you pronounce it, among us. They're the stewards of order, responsible for decisions which keep the star turning season after season. Be it the speaker La Habrea or the emissary Elidibus, each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Logriff, Mitron, and Emmett Selk, their individual titles have, as a gesture of respect and a manner of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbents. Thus, it is with great incredulity that I greet this recent rumor that a seat in the convocation is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, 'twould be an unprecedented development, and a testament to the immense pressure under which our saviors are toiling. In any event, I for one am confident they shall deliver our star into salvation. I may serve you, little one. Do you wish to pursue the transcripts of the great debates? Or would you like to reserve room for discussion? We are here to serve your needs. You can't walk on the railing. That was an experience. I was never fond of being treated like a child, but it did make asking questions less suspicious. If I was not certain before, then I am now. The people of this city believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compelled Emmett Selk to recreate this ancient Amarant. And yet, I fancy I hear his words... I hear his words to us echoing throughout this ocean trench. He would have his story known. Greater purpose. I'll get the ether current, which means this is the final final quest, I'd imagine. We can compare notes once the others return. Hopefully then our next move will become clear. Well, I guess not the last quest, but we're almost there. Twould seem our conversations were much alike, a looming disaster, creation, magics running rampant, and this convocation's efforts to bring salvation out of chaos. I suppose there was talk of little else in the time when these events came to pass. Orion J, if I may, what are your thoughts on the ancients' art of creation? A fascinating discipline indeed. Aught the mind can conceive may be rendered in reality. All that is required is a clear concept upon which to focus one's will. It is not dissimilar to the primal rites taught by the Asians, wherein ritual ceremony breatheth life into figments of myth and legend. So we arrived at the same conclusion, then. The people who lived in the age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creation magics must be, they seem they paid the cost with not more than a fraction of the ether which coursed through their own bodies. If we were to attempt the same, such spells would soon deplete our energies and then seek to draw the balance from elsewhere, from a hoard of crystals mayhap, or from the very land itself. Thus, when this art of creation was placed into our hands, it became, in effect, a means for destruction. An interesting matter which no doubt bears further study, but despite all these revelations, I worry we are no closer to finding Emmett Selk. Has anyone learned aught which might lead us to his location? Not directly, mayhap, but from what I have heard, it seems the convocation of 14 is sequestered in the nearby Capitol building. When we went to see for ourselves, the attendant wouldn't let us through without a writ of permission, so we tried our luck at the Bureau of the Administrator, where we thought these permissions might be issued, but the clerk said he couldn't help since our names didn't appear in the registry. And that was where I gave up. I wonder, though, could you be eligible for one of these writs? The voice in the lift seemed to know who you were, and might be that your name is registered at the Bureau as well. Worth a look, I'd say. Meanwhile, I'll head back to the capital and search for a less official point of entry, just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee on thy reconnaissance. An arcane perspective may prove needful. I think I'd like to speak with more of these ancients. Maybe they know something that could help cure Missing's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Of course, I don't mind. Just lead the way. Yshol and I will busy ourselves with further exploration. There is surely more intelligence to be had. So we part ways once more. This time, however, let us reconvene in front of the capital. Visitor's writ, I can assist you. Full name, please. Visiting novice. Please wait near the counter while I confirm your details. Your application's ready for collection. As your residency was approved by Emmett Silk himself, further forms of identification will not be required. Here you are your application documents. Submit them at the Bureau of the Secretariat, and the clerk will issue you a visitor's writ to the capital. I'm not gonna bother with you. Ow. Nice, please. This is in the capital, are we? Please take a seat. Your name will be called once your application's been processed. a time beyond ours. Have you followed in the wake of Emmett Selk? Nay, there's no cause for alarm. I'm simply a shade. Here and not here. I know only that my name is Hyde Lithodeus, and the city is a recreation, a phantom moment plucked from the walls of history. Hylith, you say? These others seem unaware of their pale existence, but I wonder if Emmett Selk's mind was distracted when it came to my reconstitution. A stray thought would have been enough. Hythe Lotus will realize the truth, for example. We were close friends once, you see. In spite of my perception, I play the same role as the rest. A bit part, meant to bring color and noise to this well-crafted stage. Too much scrutiny and we shall burst like fragile bubbles we are. Thus I tell you again, my presence is not a concern for you. I wish only to share your company whilst we wait. If you've come this far, then you know of the catastrophe which await us on our morrow. The final days, what began as an isolated incident, soon swelled into a world-spanning threat. The Convocation of 14, well, it was 13 at the time, endeavored to create a will for our star that would repair the fundamental laws of order and halt the spread of destruction. But creation on such a scale required an immense source of power. Of those of us who still live, nearly half offered up their lives in the name of salvation. And from their sacrifice, Zodiark was born, just as we had hoped. He reached forth and halted the march of oblivion. Yet, oh how the star had suffered. So many species lost, the land was blighted, the waters poisoned, and even the wind had ceased to blow. Once more did our people give themselves to Zodiark. Another half of our race sacrificed to cleanse the world and to ensure the trees and grasses and myriad tiny lives would sprout and grow and flourish. The cycle of life had begun anew, and we considered the means by which we might protect it. The Convocation decided thus: we would nurture our world until it was bursting with vitality. Then, when the time was right, we would offer some portion of this living energy to Zodiark. In return, he would restore to us those brethren whose souls had fed his strength, and together we would resume our role as stewards. There were, however, those who disagreed with this plan. They argued that enough had been sacrificed to Zodiark, that this new world should belong to the lives newly born. These dissidents surrendered their life energies in creation of Hydaelyn, an incarnation of the opposing belief, and for the first time in history, our people stood divided. You know, then, how this conflict ended? I thought you might. Emmett Selk has ever been the champion for the will of Zodiark. The original plan may have been set back by millennia, but he will not have abandoned his course. He will pay the price for our return by whatever means is necessary. And though he may carry himself with a certain glib ease, Emmett Selk is not a man to bear his burdens lightly. In fact, I imagine they have only grown heavier with each passing century. is truly a terrible weight he has chosen to carry. Seems your turn has come. Pray, do not let me keep you. So one last thing. You walk with another at your side, yes? Nay, I see no definitive form, just the faintest suggestion of a second soul. I doubt it's visible to anyone but me. Otherwise, I assume only you can see and hear this ethereal companion. Your connection is hardly a coincidence. In our time, the two of you were one. The color of your souls tells the tale. Makes sense. A hue distinctive cannot be mistaken, no matter how thin the soul is spread. It's just the kind of fate I might expect for one such as he. Surely Emmett Selk has recognized the hint of him in you? Fare you well, my new old friend. May you find what it is you seek. When you wish to gain admittance to the capital, simply present the documentation to the attendant within. Finally, you're gone so long, I was on the verge of mounting a rescue party. How fared you in your bureaucratic ventures? I see my instincts were correct. And a good thing, too. Eorzea and I weighed our chances of breaking into the capital, and an office entrance is by far the more attractive option. An official entrance is by far the more attractive option. The capital boasted not a single armed sentry. It would seem that in their time they did not deem it needful to post guards. The windows' doors, however, appear heavily warded, though minorly we did strive. Such mundane and magical, with strict mundane and magical, we fared to budge them. Even in ill, perhaps was simply the case that Emmett Selk's recreation did not extend to their usual function. We didn't try everything, of course, but we thought it best to conserve our time and energy for more pressing matters. Speaking of which, Rien and I tried asking about a cure for you. The problem is these ancients didn't exist beyond Amarats today. They will happily tell their own tale, but whenever we attempt to explain our situation, the conversation quickly becomes muddled. What of you? Was aught worthy of interest said during your efforts to obtain a writ? The great sacrifice of life in exchange for the Brethren's resurrection, and you say all Ascian scheming has been leading to this? All this time, but if they still mean to enact this plan, then things won't end with the rejoining. Aye, I thought we knew their intention in full, to restore the world to its former glory and, in turn, empower Zodiark to reclaim his throne and the will of the star. Yet that was merely a step along the way. I hesitate to put it into words, but we have to assume the final rejoining the Ascians means to draw on the lives of the Source to make their sacrifice to Zodiark. It does seem the most likely scenario. Mayhap those who ally with the Ascians would be spared that fate, but what value is there in surviving when all our history and struggles will be erased? I cannot conscience such an act. Of course not, and that's to say not of what Emmett Selk plans for the Exarch's power. Do we stand by and let him threaten our future as well as our past? We need to find him, and when we do, make your mark. Change the course of history in a way that's felt by those who came before and those who came after. Everyone you've ever met. Change things so that even my other self dying somewhere in that future calamity will smile and say, I knew you would win. Is fighting Emmett Selk the only way? He created an entire city. It'll take everything we have to defeat him, if we even can. And if you push that hard in your current state, the light will break free. The decision to press on lies with you, just as it lies with each and every one of us. Rain appears to be brooding over her choices, her faintly trembling hands betraying her mounting trepidation. Rianche glances your way, his expression hesitant. You can see the struggle as he agonizes over the words he wishes to say. Yashola meets your gaze with a strained smile. You seem to recall her wearing the self-same expression when speaking with Lisa and Runar. Alphino is lost in thought, his eyes downcast. There is, however, no sign of self-doubt which once assailed him in the falling snows. Shadowbringers! Do you remember that talk we had atop the tower in Mordsuk? I'm still of the same mind now as I was then. I don't abandon you, you don't abandon me, and together we make the difference in this fight. There's always hope if we look for it. I saw again and again as you tore those veils of light from the sky. If we keep taking that next step forward, there's a chance that we'll find a way to save you. No matter how long it takes or how much it hurts, you can count on me to keep walking. Bothri spoke of the disaster we would bring upon our own heads. This is the ceaseless conflict. Imagine how he would sneer to see what's become of the first, not to mention your perilous predicament. And yet who could deny the fire your deeds have ignited in people's hearts? You achieve what my logic and ideals never could, uniting disparate peoples under the banner of hope and common purpose. Without you, that giant Talos would never have raised its head. I have bore witness to many such miracles at your side, and would do so again. This is but another obstacle in the road. So come, let us travel it. Drag me through wonder and danger as you're so wont to do, and I shall endeavor not to slow you down. As well as thou knowest, if we are to usher Emmett Selk onto his rest, we must needs bind his Ascian soul and then shatter it with overwhelming force. The former task requireth Eorzea, and such I have prepared. Upon the Exarch's asking, no less, though 'twas ever mine intent to provide said boon. The future whence our noble friend doth hail is a world fallen to Ascian artifice. and he would not see such a grim history repeated. In a sense, Emet-Selk's destruction will be the culmination of the Exarch's efforts, a reward for all he hath endured in these many years. And yet, even as thou stridest into the jaws of peril, forget not but to have his fondest, that his fondest wish, and that as many others besides, is to see thee survive unto the morrow. 'Tis in pursuit of that happiness of outcomes that I do pledge to remain at thy side. Our time the First has been a never-ending succession of trials, as arduous as our path in the Source ever was. Yet, although our journey, through all our journeys together, through that deep and foreboding wood, you have helped me stay true to my convictions. Thus, would I return the favor. Do as your heart decrees, without hesitation or regret. That's all I will say on the matter. Well, this has put everyone in a solemn mood, hasn't it? Honestly, we're not even sure if this will be the end of it. But I suppose we should speak our minds when we have the opportunity. You taught me that much in Almarang. So forgive me this moment of sentiment. By dragging me into this sorry mess, you've given me the chance to think and act as I should have, for Reen's sake. Words cannot express how much this has changed my life, or how grateful I am for your support. So I shall express my gratitude through action instead. No matter where you decide to go, I'll be there, guiding your back. When Minfilia entrusted me with her power, she warned me that no matter how strong you become, you can still fall victim to despair, and you can still feel powerless. And she was right. After you collapsed in Mount Gulg, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. If I made a mistake, if I failed to find the light within you, I was terrified you would die. Even now, you could be moments from turning, and I wouldn't know how to save you. You, Thancred, and the others, if you hadn't been there when I needed help, Minfilia surrendered her life to me, her legacy. You've all been there when I needed help. I didn't read that last one. Shit. I'm not good enough. She told me to follow your example, and I've tried. I've really tried. I'm not asking to be saved. With the light, how can you go on? Fate can be cruel, but a smile better suits a hero. Dang. I feel bad because, like, it had been so long between playing A Realm Reborn and playing Heavensward that I didn't really have the attachment to Horsefant that I feel like a lot of other people did, because I know a lot of people were like, oh man, I cried when he died, and I didn't, because I feel like I didn't have that connection, but I do like how they keep calling back to him, and a smile better suits a hero. Yeah. I'm not sure Never mind. I think I'll understand better if I try it for myself. Nothing will come of brooding here in self-pity. I've made my decision. I'm going with you. This really is. One of my friends called this Old Capenna. It really does have new Capenna vibes to it. Welcome to the capital. All visitors must present an official writ of permission before admittance will be granted. Your documents appear to be in order. You may proceed to the capital, but any guests you may choose to bring with you must remain in your vicinity at all times.
This really is unacceptable.
I gave you very specific instructions.
Emmet Selk.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation. Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you? And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It is not he who is lost without the familiar. Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes. Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiac will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiac into existence. But what was it that you came here to do exactly?
Come here, fight Emmet Selk, question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. Came here for the Exarch.
Well, you can't have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities. He has unlocked the secrets of travel across the rift, and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature. I must explore the limits of his capabilities and harness that power for the Ardor. Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason. You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the Ancients? Look at me! I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you. Fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star. Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his Sin Eaters taught you nothing? Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery? How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference? Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone, and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other? Of course they wouldn't! And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy. I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us, and us alone.
Emmet Selk! We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past, while ours are here in the present.
Stream working? Stream working? Want to make sure that we're connected. Yeah, no, we're connected still. Cool. Good, good, good.
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost? Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star. Behold the coming oblivion. 'Twas the end of our era and the beginning of our great work. A fitting backdrop for your final judgment.
I shall wait within, but do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Almarat now accessible. Insufficient item level. Dang it. Well, hang on, guys. I gotta go buy some clothes. Or actually, where would the Tombstone Exchange be? Shadowbringers Tombstone Vendor. Crystarium. goes the... Where's the summoner option? There's the scholar one. You know what? I'm just gonna... is there a market board around here? Okay. Where's the summoner symbol? Why are there no summoners? Where is summoner? Samurai, archer, carpenter, sage, astrologian, scholar, conjurer, red mage, arcanist, mechanist, leatherworker. Wait, arcanist. Archer's arms. That's why. I'm a doofus. I'm level 400. Sort by... I guess sort by magic damage? Okay. Body. Shoes. I mean, gloves, pants, shoes. Okay. I think we're probably good there. Ooh, I actually really like this coat. That's a cool looking coat. It actually looks just kind of like... I think that's the same symbol on the Scion coat, right? Yeah, that's the same symbol. Yeah, I'll actually keep this, but let's see. Can we dye? Let's dye this. Actually, is there a darker... Current purple dye? Can I grab that? I kind of wish there wasn't as much of a flowing robiness to this, but like... Die. Yeah. Alright, cool. I think we're ready. I don't know, actually. Should I... Yeah, too late. I've already left town. Oh, there's the fire. Okay.
Welcome to the final days of Amarant.
Okay. Well, I have been pronouncing it correctly. That's good to know.
The fabric of our star began to fray, and the unchecked energies of creation begat malformed beasts.
Prepare yourself!
Oh. Oh no. Friends. They look a lot less ghosty and a lot more crispy.
Just as prayer gives rise to pride, our dread may manifest our deepest fears.
Hello there. Aren't you just a friend? We're fine. Everything's Daijobu. Shit. know, gang, you can cast at him from behind the rock, right? Like, he doesn't actually break a line of sight. And its defeat did not halt the march of oblivion. It would not, however, prove the last. Oh, is that a Sin Eater over there? That flying lion looks like the lion Sin Eater.
The land buckled. The cities burned. The waters ran red with blood.
Morning, Ulu. Is that a Sin Eater? Oh, sorry. I was gonna say it looks a lot like that Sin Eater design, but maybe I just see flying four-legged lion thing, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, he's gone. We're gonna have to fight him later, probably. Yep. I'm assuming I finish this dungeon and then there's gonna be a trial against him itself. Oh, there you are. Hello again. Oh, you don't look like that Sin Eater, actually. You have too many faces on your face. Alice, do you have that bomb? Do I need to worry about the fact that it's aggroed onto you and not Bancred? Aw, squishy mask people. Look, but I will say, look, your fashion choices in the past, Emmett Selk, were not the best. Wait, these things are called beholders. I thought the Final Fantasy couldn't do that. I thought that was illegal. They're weird blobs with a bunch of eyes and they're called beholders. Look, we expunged the fear of itself.
Yet this is far from the worst of it. Come, and I will show you.
Person who sees or hears somewhere something and you, it's a boulder monster as long as they're not appeal. aping the design of the monster. I know, but I'm just like, I remember in that it was a thing that Final Fantasy 1 had a beholder specifically, and they got sued by WotC over it because they just literally took the D&D design.
Further, and you will see the end of a world.
Hello. Did change his sprite name FF1 because copyright says yes. It just feels like now we have Beholder at home.
The star was fading. We saw we had to weave its laws anew.
I'll handle the heat.
us and our goal loom the final misbegotten fiend.
Wait. Oh, shit! I thought there would be an invisible wall. Okay. We're fine. Oh, a chest. Here we go. Oh, wait, I need... Good. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Duh.
Keep your guard up.
Here. Oh, fuck! God damn it! Why do we have to do the thing where if the main character dies, everyone dies? Like, Alphino has a resurrection spell. Good, everything's fine. Alpha, no, please heal. Thank you. Let's go from here. It's certainly close to renew. Ah, shit.
There'll be nothing left but a smoking crater.
Focus. Release.
Apa. Well, I'm happy YouTube has recommended me. I appreciate it. Currently panicking a bit. Okay, we can take him out, right? We need to beat him before he can jump forward again, right? There we go. This is it, the first and final end. The unwinding of life itself. Where is Emmett's Helk? Not for despair, nor fate itself. Alpha has something to say. Alright.
Well, well, you prevailed. Nevertheless...
Your performance was underwhelming, and I remain unconvinced of your worthiness. Oh, you tower over your misbegotten ilk, no doubt. But should I bring my full strength to bear, well, you would be as leaves in the wind. The gulf between us is a reflection of the disparity between the world as it was and what it has become.
Our worlds may not live up to your lofty standards, but they are our worlds, our homes, full of life and love and hope. And we won't stand by and let you destroy them!
Alize! You are a mistake. For we who have known perfection, the shattered source and these shards are ghastly mockeries of the true world. The ephemeral lives you exalt are pale imitations, utterly devoid of meaning.
Belittle us all you like, but we will rise again and again, and give the lie to your insults through word and deed. We define our worth, not the circumstances of our creation.
Yeah, Mewtwo. Alphado likes Pokemon in the first movie.
Oh, prat.
Now he's dead. We're never gonna be able to go to Fantasy Brazil now.
Fool. Who are you? No one. Nothing. Once I have reclaimed my heritage, my first act will be to expunge your stain from history's weave. My world will have no need for heroes.
Still fighting the good fight.
It is true that all we hold dear is fated to fade away. But that is no reason for us to forsake it.
To take what steps we may, and thus mark the road for those who would follow. To strive for the best of all futures. Be this not also thy purpose?
That's the 4th Y'shtola death? She's got 5 more before it sticks.
Do not presume to speak of my future.
And you? Why waste your final moments in futile defiance? Weary wanderer, you've no fight left to fight, no life left to live. You see, the light will not be denied.
Surrender to your fate.
and let the transformation take you.
Rise up in madness and fury! Devour the vermin infesting the land which is rightfully ours! Now, Reed! Now!
I mean, Thancred stood up against that barrier longer than anybody. Oop.
Fight it. You have to hold on.
Well. Do we get to have a battle at the center of the mind?
If you had the strength to take another step, could you do it? Could you save our worlds?
What, all by myself?
Take it. We fight as one.
It's that part of the anime where the title theme song starts playing and you know things get serious.
This world is not yours to end. This is our future. Our story. No.
Oh, we're both the guy. We're both the guy that we talked to. We talked to ourselves earlier.
That trick of the light. You are a broken husk, nothing more. How can you hope to stand against me alone?
That's why the other guy could see him, not just because he was an original guy, but because he's also him.
Stand together.
How? I'm surprised you can stand at all.
I could not well leave matters half finished. Let expanse contract, Eon become instant. Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call!
Oh, is that who I'm gonna be? Is that the implication of who is joining me in the final trial? Is a bunch of different me's from other dimensions?
Damn you all!
I challenge you, Emmett Selk.
Very well. Let us proceed to your final judgment. The victor shall write the tale, and the vanquished become its villain. But come, let us cast
cast aside titles and pretense.
And reveal our true faces to one another.
I am Hades, he who shall awaken our brethren from their dark slumber.
The dying gas now accessible. Hey, where's... Oh, we're on the Station of Awakening. This is Kingdom Hearts. Ulu, do you want to join me?
Hey.
Hello! So, yeah, the implication is the other party members are other me's from other universes?
No, it's just people from any of the shards.
Okay.
This summoning would be, like, not defined. It's just whoever would be willing to join.
Okay.
There wouldn't be enough shards if it was just strictly you.
But Emmett Selk, while you're waiting, I'm gonna just give me a sec. I'm gonna go to the gold saucer really quick.
No, I got a triple triad card. Listen, man. Do not ruin my gambling. I do not have a problem. You have the problem.
I need to go do my mini cackpot. Do you have it like? You always get a return on it. Like it's.
Listen, man. Gotta do my scratch.
Yeah, it's important. Did you have scratchers in the original world? I don't think so. That's proof it was imperfect. Proof, like. I don't think a single one of these shades knows how to play triple triad. Like, that's not a world I want to live in. This one's 3. This one's 7. This one's 1. That one's 2. Oh, yay! I got the maximum. Right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3 is the maximum? Yeah.
Yep. That gives you a 10k payout.
Yay! Yes, I would like to purchase another ticket. Yeah, no, triple triad, seriously. Yeah, seriously. Oh, there's a 3 here.
What was the Final Fantasy, like, 8 version of triple triad? They had something different. It was like Tetra.
Tetra Master.
Yeah, they had Tetra Master, not triple triad back then.
Oh, hey, I got a 1, 2, 3 again! Yay!
Congrats!
I am. This is why this world is worth fighting for. One. 3. 6. Ah, damn, that was a 9. So close. This really is... the more I play a Final Fantasy XIV, the more I am like, yeah, no, this is Kingdom Hearts. One of my friends described Amarad as old Capenna, and I agree. It has very, very like new Capenna vibes and architecture. But I'm like, this is just the world that never was. It's just a city, and it's full of ghosts and people in creepy hoods that talk about becoming whole all the time. Right. Let's see, let's play some mini games. Okay. Oh, I have gold saucer tickets, sure. Do I double down? Yeah. Shit. 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 Nope. Come on. Fuck.
Didn't pay off?
No, I got this. Fuck. There we go. Excellent. Do I double down again? There's only 15 seconds remaining. No, thank you. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Show me your vaunted strength, and I shall expose the lie of your fragmented existence.
Move.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was starting to realize that.
Double is he's gonna take the neck action twice. So there's gonna be 2 sets of these explosions. Careful. If there's things falling, they're gonna explode on these little circles. So away from them. Out. And then we're gonna go inverse. It's New as stack if you have to. If you have an AoE, don't stack.
Phase 2.
Yep. Out of center. And clusters. Right side of the room. Move to the right side of the room.
I'm on the right.
Yeah.
This time I know what directions are.
Well, you were moving left because everyone gets tricked up on that. Center of the room. Be in the center. Opposite Del. Drag these to the side because these are Earthshakers. This player's room. Left side of the room.
So it's whatever side his arm is over.
Yes, that's the safe spot, even though it looks like it would be the
the spot you don't want to be in.
Yeah. Avoid these. They're going to jail. Help. Okay, we are out of jail. Tank Buster.
Action time thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Ready? Yeah.
Oh, one person died.
Oh.
Oh, they were disconnecting. What a time.
Yeah, Hades, you might be a perfect soul from a unified world calling on the souls of others, but I can mash A really fast, so... Oh, are they not?
They're disconnected, so they're either having to try to relog or whatever.
No.
You have no power over me.
Phase 3? No. Oh. They tried.
Damn you!
Tankard, maybe you shouldn't... Okay, I mean, I'm glad that works.
Such infernal strength!
Now! Strike with all thy might!
Remember. Remember us. Remember that we once lived.
It's over. Emet-Selch is no more.
More importantly, how do you fare?
Did I just like zap him with all the light that was in me?
What dost thou see?
His ether. It is as it used to be. As a disciple of Zodiark, the Ascian was the darkness to your light. I can but assume that when you set your strength against his, the light within you was spent.
This
No,
seems...
it's more than that. Under the strain of that incredible flood of ether, your soul had begun to break apart, yet now it seems somehow restored. I tried to help you before the battle, but Emet-Selch stopped me. So, how did you... exactly what did you... Can you tell us what happened?
I did the fusion dance with my boyfriend. I had help from the hero of this world.
I see.
Where to start? I believe I owe you all an apology. And you, most especially.
It's good to see you awake. Maybe it's just because I'm also a Makote.
'Tis good to be awake.
But people absolutely ship the Warrior of Light and Graha, right? They have to. I feel like there's so many vibes.
I think so.
Because, like, some of the way he talks about us, I'm like...
Some people think that it's just fanboyism, not necessarily a relationship, but...
Oh, it's the... Crossing Those Hills is, like, my favorite Final Fantasy theme.
So, those mad souls dove straight into the ocean over there, did they?
All I could see from here was the whale, Master Chai.
How'd you know we were on the whale?
Oh, surely Alphino and those friends of his. They did something heroic, mark my words. You need only look up there for proof of that.
This cutscene's happening during the daytime, but I mean, I guess the veil's not there anymore.
As you say, my love. They're sure to be back. Any moment now. Any moment.
They are coming back, aren't they? I couldn't bear the thought of...
There, dear. Everything will be all right.
There, look! Over there, over the beach!
We couldn't have... I could have just teleported back to the Crystarium. I have that power. I didn't need to swim.
Greetings! You all right?
Welcome back!
I didn't think we'd be swimming the whole way back.
Yeah, again,
Heavens. Heavens. Take me.
Look, we had time on our hands. We could have used recall. There is no reason that we couldn't have just waited, rested up. There was a city down there. We could have used recall. Anyway.
Wait! Where's Eorzea?
He must have fallen behind.
But shouldn't we look for him?
He'll wash up sooner or later.
Or we could have had the fish people help us get out. I'm just...
For the love of... Alphino!
I do love the running joke of Alphino can't swim, though.
Welcome back, dear ones!
And thus did salvation come to the first. The lamps of Amarot will fade along with Emet-Selk's enchantments, and the depths shall be as once they were.
But like later, at a later time, because it's still a zone that we should be able to go back to for side quests.
Mount Gulg will one day fall, and the Talos below yield to wind and rain. This tale, too, will fade with time, passing into legend as the world heals and moves on.
Oh wait, no, this isn't Crossing Those Hills. This is the final... I think Final Fantasy 3? Crossing Those Hills is 9.
Nevertheless...
Where's this Final Fantasy 1? I'm dumb. I've heard this theme a billion times before.
As ether obeys the cycle, as death and decay gives way to new life.
Oh, Arbert's not double dead. Or he is double dead, and now he's seeing all his friends. Okay, never mind, yes.
So too do the memories we share inspire others to rise to greatness. For we who walk before may lead those who walk after. Your road goes ever on, as does your story, as does your legacy. Such is the hero's lot, to touch the lives of countless others.
Excuse me? You're the Warrior of Darkness, aren't you? Where are you from, really? And how did you get to be so strong?
Credits. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy I finished this before my sub expires.
Good.
I can just skip the credits, right?
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of concept art.
Congrats, you have completed the first thing off the checklist I sent you.
Of just finish Shadowbringers.
Yeah, complete MSQ quest Shadowbringers.
I have to pull up that list again.
Yeah, it's big, but that's all the post content for Shadowbringers.
Should at least complete Orma Monastery and Four Lords before Endwalker. Okay.
Basically, just don't complete those before you get completely done with the rest of the list, which you've already completed Orborn Monastery. Four Lords you have to do still to a certain extent. And then Shadows of Mach, that's up to you if you want to go do that alliance.
I had not looked at the full list you sent, but it sure is long.
Yeah, it is. And it's weirdly complicated at the beginning because of how the freaking story progresses with the MSQ.
Because I imagine at some point the rest of the gang goes home, and then they're canonically not here anymore.
Yeah, so there's a weirdness with the raid series specifically.
Anyway, I'm going to just continue I have 30 minutes left. I'm going to just continue the normal story for a little bit.
Okay.
No ill after effects? To my eyes, you seem completely healed. It really is a miracle. Speaking of happy surprises, I was amazed to see the crowd that greeted our return. I hadn't realized how many people we'd met along the way. Did you see their smiles? Right then and there, I've had to do whatever I could to keep the joy from fading. People come from miles around to join in the festivities, but most seem to have stumbled home by now. Even so, I dare say Norvrant will echo to the sound of clinking mugs for some while yet. I thought to indulge in a little revelry myself last night until Eorzea began to list all the names of my drunken conquests. I ended up drinking water. Water! The end of this tale hath been a joyous one indeed. Myriad were the lessons learned, yet there is one of particular import. 'Tis imperative that I muster the magics to grant my feet purchase upon the water, or else allow me to part the sea at will. I must needs visit Bismarck in due course and scrub his teeth in thanks. Mayhap the area arts of the fairy whale might be imparted to mortal men? We shall see, we shall see. I knew the Knights Blessed were amongst the revelers, but the Crystarium was so crowded, I thought it safe to speak my true name. Poor Runar and his ilk were gripped with panic. As you may recall, 'tis customary not to reveal one's true name outside family and ceremony. Yet, when I hurried to explain that all present were like family, I was greeted with an outpouring of tears, an emotional people, the Blessed. It would seem I don't know my own limits. I had thought to push on till dawn, but my body had other plans. Still, I did enjoy carousing while it lasted. Even I need to forget my cares every now and then. What I don't need is to wake up to Alphino smirking at my bedside. He said my face was a rare sight while I slept. Gods, I hope I wasn't drooling. It would seem the city celebrated long into the night, not that I would know. And embarrassing as it is to admit, I awoke to find myself in the infirmary, having apparently collapsed from exhaustion. My aching pride was somewhat soothed by the sight of Eorzea asleep in the bed next to mine. She seems to have been just as weary. Long had it been since I had seen her face so peaceful in repose. 'Twas a rare but tranquil morning, made unforgettable at the sight of those clear blue skies.
By your deeds has the blinding light been banished from these skies, and the Sin Eaters driven to retreat. Although our many hurts will be years in the mending, I have faith that this world and her people will one day be whole once more.
Why are you still labeled?
With no
Crystal
rejoining in
Exarch? We know your
prospect,
name.
the Source need no longer fear the coming of an 8th umbral calamity.
And with that triumph, the future from which you came will no longer come to pass. Yet here you still stand.
Yeah, because if he went away, then he would have never
So
been
I
here in
do.
the first place.
I wonder if that other age continues onward somehow, cut adrift from time's flow. Or have I simply etched myself a place upon this new block of history? Either way, this is an unexpected development. As the summoner of your souls, my death was meant to release you back to your world. Yet I am very much alive, and you are still stuck here in the first.
I believe I speak for us all when I say that we are happy to postpone our return if it means your life is spared. We will seek out another way.
Besides, I never had any intention of rushing home. There are people here I still need to thank, and this means I might actually have time to do so.
Yet we dare not neglect our comrades in the Source. Mistress Tataru, to name but one, will be most anxious to know how things stand with us.
So, you'll just have to make the journey alone for the moment. Be sure and give a full report to our fellow scions, would you? Oh, and we'd also appreciate any news you can bring us from back home.
Then I see no reason to delay. I can open the path from here.
I imagine we each have matters demanding our attention, so let this be a farewell for us all. Send word when you've resummoned our friend. Oh, and do try to ensure he arrives within the city next time.
Of course. I shall strive for utmost accuracy. No strange forests or unplanned passengers, I promise.
I'm a little relieved, to be honest. I would have been terribly lonely if everyone had suddenly disappeared. but I understand that you have to go. Safe journey, warrior of darkness. I hope to see you again soon.
Just a moment while I attune the portal. Then you can be on your way.
But I already can. I can just go back to the ether. I've been doing it multiple times. I just went to the gold saucer.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short. And then one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me in the flesh. A hero who looked at the horizon and beyond and saw I knew not what. All I knew was that I would give anything to stand at that hero's side. Would that it was so easy. The glory of the heavens was ever beyond the grasp of those who never thought to reach for it. But if I have gained anything from all of this, it is the courage to stretch out my hand. Do you hear me, Grahatia? This is no time for sleeping.
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace in the Source, I killed your grandpa.
To the west gate. I want to know what's happening there.
Same as the others. Struck down with a single blow. An unfortunate day to draw guard duty. Forgive me. These were your people.
We took advantage of this slaughter to slip into the palace. 'Tis not for me to grieve them. That was the Emperor! Wait! Ugh! You Radiants!
Gaius, you've missed your part in this, I'm afraid.
Identify yourself, demon!
You were hoping for the Ascian? The Craven shed this skin and fled, rather than face me. A pity. I was looking forward to crossing blades with myself. But I cannot deny the feeling of satisfaction. Body and soul reunited at last.
What now? The game continues, but the pieces have changed.
Only if we trust in a paragon's words. A mistake I do not intend to repeat. Gaius!
He speaks the truth. Elidibus is gone. Tore a hole into the rift. Xenos, my foolish, greedy son. Was a second life not enough? Was the Empire too rich a prize to ignore? True freedom for our nation, our people, will never be won by a spoiled princeling. The burden of this throne is beyond you.
'Tis you, father, who have struggled with this burden. Simply holding the Empire together has occupied your limited faculties. But you may take comfort in knowing that I have no intention of pursuing your tedious agenda. Nor am I interested in ruling over the Empire's lands.
He just wants to kiss the Warrior of Light.
Only to remove that which ruins my sport. I will not have my prey stolen by your petty wars and cowardly weapons.
You would kill me just for that.
I need no other reason. Any and all who interfere with my hunt will not do so twice! I heard the Ascians speak of Zodiac, an Eidolon. Even the will of this star is but a construct of our own making. We shall gorge upon their strength, and then, my friend, our contest shall begin anew.
Xenos!
Speak with Tataru and pray return to the Rising Stones. But, is it really you? But how? When? I didn't think you'd be back for ages! Time moves in mysterious ways. Would you rather I went again? Don't be daft. I can't believe you're actually back. We heard the good news from your pixie friend, but nothing compares to seeing you in the flesh. As for the situation on this side, the Imperials are still eyeing our forces from afar. From what I told, the Garlean armies have been slow to react and seem reluctant to commit to any large-scale engagements. It's an odd sort of stalemate. Otherwise, we've yet to see any sign of that awful Black Rose weapon that we were warned about. But I suppose we did call an old friend to help on that count. Kryle and I had a terrible time tracking him down, though it'll be worth it to see the look on your face when you finally find out who it is. Anyway, I was just about to make contact with this helper of ours and then confirm the latest news from the front. Might you fancy having a rest while I do? The Warrior of Light, back where he belongs, just as if nothing had happened. Though you do seem different somehow. You'll have to tell me all about your adventures when we next have a spare moment. Until then, welcome back. Wind up Grahatia. Elidibus is on the moon! Oblivion has claimed him. Amidst Selk gone, La Habrea gone, I alone remain, the last of the unbroken. Once more I am moved to reevaluate the potential of these tattered souls. Ah, Xenos, never did I dream you could overpower me so completely, possessed as I was of your body and its uncanny strength. And now that I have shared with you the truth of this world and its reflections, who can predict how events will unfold? Not I. Emissary, what a poor jest that title has become. The flow of history has become muddied, its currents wild beyond my capability to direct them. On the moon. You have wrested the advantage, Heidelin. The thieving hands of your disciples tighten their grip on our star. The origins of this world remain hidden, and its inhabitants ignorant of their broken existence, just as you and your creators desired. They celebrate the gift of imperfect life, uncaring and unknowing, as we weaken and fade. Do not imagine yourself rid of us. Though your champion has indeed proven the most egregious obstacle in our ascendance, a barbed thorn in my side, he may yet be removed and cast into the abyss. Oh yes, it can be done. I will keep these heroes mired in the first, and victory will be ours at last. Warrior of Darkness now, are they? Then their fate is decided. They shall meet the same end as those who came before, death at the hands of Warriors of Light. Seems you were right. Yes, there is something out there. But it would mean crossing malms and malms of this infernal emptiness, which is rather unhealthy for living creatures as I understand it. Even if we were to restrict ourselves to brief forays, I don't like to imagine the effect it would have on our ether. But you still want to go, don't you? We may have saved the world, but we haven't reclaimed it. When you put it that way... What choice do we have? Well, of course I'm going with you. That's what family's for, isn't it? Come, let's head back and prepare for this mad journey of yours. Thank you, Thancred. Though blazing skies give way to gentle night, what hand can end the war of dark and light? Trust parties unlocked. I don't know what that means. By completing the main scenario quest Shadowbringers, you have unlocked the trust system. The trust allows your people previously completed main scenario dungeons with a party of NPC avatars. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I was holding this. To bring up the interface, select trust under a duty from the main menu. For more information, please refer to the help thing. Furthermore, bolstered by your experiences in the first, you are now able to accept the quests from job-related NPCs in the source. In order to access them, the following conditions must be met. Reach level 80 in a given job, complete the relevant level 70 job quest, complete the associated role quest line. Quest locations and details can be reviewed in the level 70 job quest journal entry. In addition, quests to unlock new content have now become available in the Crystarium. Rest well, Warrior of Light and Darkness, for 2 worlds of adventure await your return. Yay!
By the way, I have something for you if you would like to come back to the Aetherite in Wardona.
Okay. Yay!
It's quite a lot of stuff, by the way, just
You
fair
said something.
warning.
These are multiple things.
Yes, but this is so that you're not having to worry about any type of, like, eye level restrictions.
I did have to go and buy myself new armor, before doing the final dungeon.
Yeah. I wanted to at least wait till after you were done with the, base MSQ before handing these out. And then one last one. The 2 weapons.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh. The stuff that I bought is actually better as far as...
Is it?
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh, you probably bought 83 stuff. Yeah, that's just base 80 gear from...
It's still... I needed it for the earrings and stuff still, so...
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, no, thank you. I probably also needed it for my healer anyway.
Yeah.
Let me update gear set here. Update. Alright, I'll probably... Let me... I'm on vacation now. I'm done being the Warrior of Darkness. Okay, I have to get to work. So this is a very convenient time to finish up.
Yep.
Let me see. Is there anybody live who I want to go and raid? I'll raid.
People.
Yeah,
That's the
I'll raid
biggest
Mog
thing.
Talk.
Like, we can't count on the community.
Let's see. Raid Mog Talk. If you're on YouTube, it's twitch.tv/Mog Talk. Raid message you found the missing persons. Thank you for hanging out. I will probably be live tomorrow. My sub expires tomorrow. I don't know when that is, so maybe I'll do more Shadowbringers stuff. If not, I've been debating playing Toontown, but we'll see. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.